What's up, everyone? I know it's been a minute since I've uploaded, and I have reasons. First off, the house has been full of sick kids, plus I've been traveling for work, so that's been the reason for the delays in uploads, but I got something big for you. Today, we're going on a bigger scavenger hunt than we did for the first time. The only difference, I don't have my partners in crime with me today, mainly because I am in a completely different city, but I got some really cool places to go see. And our first one is a place kind of like we went to in one of our other scavenger hunts, but let's head there and we'll get to it once we see it. We are going to what some of you may or may not have ever heard of, but it is called a super target. So for those of you who don't know, a super target, almost like a Costco sized Target where you can buy a lot of things in bulk, and they have a lot of things that a normal Target does not have. For what we're going today is to see their Lego selection. Being that it's a super Target, I'm hoping they have more of a selection than regular Targets.
So as we come around to the Lego aisle, you can see we start with Lego City and the 3-in-1 sections. So they have a very nice selection to start off, and this Lego Creator Castle, man, I've been wanting that for some time. If only it was on sale, I would buy it. I've been watching that for like 2 years now, so not on sale, so we'll pass it by and go down here. Some more 3-in-1s and Lego Friends as well. Up here you can see we found the Lego Creator Viking ship for half off. Unfortunately, they were sold out, and that seems to be the case with this super Target, but we'll continue on down through the Lego Friends selections. And then over here, some more Lego City. We found this Lego Technic for about $50 off. Not a bad deal, but again, it was sold out. This Lego Train, I've been wanting this for so long, and this is the first time I've seen the separate tracks sold separately, so I might get some of those. And then over here to the adult section, you can see they have a nice selection, but down here, man, I found the Lego bookstore for half off. I could not believe this when I saw it. Unfortunately, they were completely sold out, but I saved up for so long to get that bookstore, and here I see it for half off. That just blew my mind. Behind me, you see we got some Star Wars sets. Not a bad selection. Nothing crazy, though. Nothing worth going overboard and buying. So we're going to pass on the Lego Star Wars. And lastly, you can see they have a lot of the new Harry Potter sets. Pretty much the same deals you see everywhere. So I think we're just going to pass on these for now and go to our next spot.
So that was extremely disappointing. I've never seen a clearance section picked apart like that. Normally they have a pretty good selection, but I was rather disappointed that time. Like I said, they were completely picked over. To see that bookstore, the modular, at $100, it's half off. That's insane. I've never seen it like that before. Unfortunately, we weren't there soon enough. Who knows when they were picked out. I did see that train set for $190. I do want that, but it's not the right time, and overall, just greatly disappointed at their selection. But now we have the really solid lead. It's called Briq and Minifigs Wheaton. It's about a 20-minute drive from here. Private seller, secondary seller. Not real sure what we're gonna find there, but I'm really excited to see it, so let's go.
Driving through the streets of the outskirts of Chicago was definitely a treat, especially when you're from Tennessee like myself, where traffic is not quite like this. But Briq and Minifigs, we've heard a lot of great things. I'm really excited to get there and show you this. I have no idea what we're in for, but I'm really hopeful that they have the Batman polybag and some other cool sets, maybe even the Ewok Village.
We made it to Briq and Minifigs Wheaton. Rebuild, reuse, reimagine. Very excited to go in and check this store out, so let's go see what they got.
So as we're walking through Briq and Minifigs, the first thing we come across was some unopened original sets. The one that caught my eye was this Lone Ranger. This set was not outrageously priced, however, I just don't have it in the budget for me right now. They had some Indiana Jones sets. They had the Ghostbusters car. They had the treehouse. They had some city streets. a number of unopened boxes and really not crazy prices. I found these really cool old poly bags for just about $7 to $9 to $10. They were pretty cool, but we're going to see what else they have first. I found these really cool Star Wars with these globes, these balls, whether they're planets, they're ornaments. I'm not really sure. I've never seen these. These must have come out in that time from when I was a kid to when I was an adult where I wasn't really a collector. So I missed those. So I'm not really huge on those, but I have seen people talk about them. Here they have Lars Family Homestead Kitchen, that gift with purchase, coming in at $55. That really makes me wish that I would have gotten it when I had the opportunity. However, I didn't, so I'm not going to dwell on the past. Moving on, you can see they have also the Death Star gift with purchase. This place had a number of really cool minifigures. Down here you can see we had the Star Wars sets. They had a lot, and it was really cool just to see my Lego figures compared to theirs and see what they were selling them for. So I really enjoyed just wandering around. I spent about 30 minutes just looking around at all their random minifigures and kind of comparing the ones that I have back home. Especially I have them just laying around in a case. I have no idea what they're worth, what they sell for, just to see them. Some of these were just insane prices. Here you can see Boba Fett and Jango Fett going for $250. Over here you've seen these 3-in-1s, some poly bags, some Ninjago. Really cool different selections, but that Batman poly bag is the one I'm looking at. And I have not seen the one that I'm looking for yet, but we're going to keep on looking. Here was a pretty cool city one. Then over here they had these for, I believe, $6.99. You could pick one of these balls and you got the minifigure inside. I thought it was really cool, but at this point, I'd been here for almost an hour and I was kind of bummed that I wasn't finding that Batman poly bag. Over here, this is the last ditch effort that I thought I was going to find it. However, I was not in luck today. We weren't finding the Batman poly bag. They didn't have it. So I'm going to have to go talk to the store owner and see what they have to say. Who knows? Maybe they'll be getting one in soon. But they still had some really cool Marvel sets that I haven't seen. And as I was about to go ask the owner, I saw these really cool display cases for the minifigures. Really thought about buying these. Ultimately, I decided to pull back and not do it, mainly because they didn't have the poly bags either. So I didn't want to buy something that I wasn't truly there for. However, maybe in the future I can find those at a store near me in Tennessee. But for today, we're not going to buy those. And overall, really cool store, but I think we're going to have to pass on most of the selections and continue looking.
Okay, so they didn't have the Batman minifig, but the guy was kind enough to tell me that they're going to be getting one in, or they got them in. He just hasn't entered them into the computer, and they're not on sale yet. So I'm going to turn this originally one-day vlog into a 2-day vlog, because not only do we have a couple other stores to go to, but we also are going to come back tomorrow when I get off of work. So I'm just moving my car out of their parking lot so somebody else can go in. I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to buy that. So we're going to finally, hopefully, get the Batman minifig. I'm hoping I can get off at lunch or, soon before they go for sale really quickly. I am in fear of that. So we'll see, and we'll pick this up tomorrow when we come back. They did have some cool displays. I did want to get a couple minifigs, but I don't know. I'm going to test out some of the other areas. We're pretty close to a Lego store from here, so when we come back tomorrow, we're going to go to that Lego store right after. So definitely good things happening. So we're going to come back tomorrow and check it all out. All right, welcome back. Day 2 on our journey to find the Batman minifigs. Got out of work way later than I expected, So now we are going to head over to Briq's and Minifigs and see if they have any more Batman poly bags left. So let's roll. There it is. The anticipation is killing me. Really hoping they didn't sell out. But we'll go in and we'll find out. Let's do it. We got them. I'm not going to show you how much they cost, but we got the Batman poly bag 1992 set 30653. These things have been so hard to find, but guess what? We got multiple. We're going to give one away. So stay tuned. We are definitely going to give them away. Well, it's funny, when I walked in there, the guy that I spoke to yesterday started smiling at me. He knew I've been wanting to do this all day. He just pointed right over to him at the shelf. They had him hanging there. Other guy that I was talking to yesterday, he actually convinced me to buy another one. So we got multiples, but yes, we're definitely going to give one of these away. Very excited to, so stay tuned. Next, we're going to go to the mall that's apparently about 10-15 minutes from here and see what kind of Lego they have, because apparently there's a Lego store there. So we're going to go check it out. Really excited about opening those poly bags, especially about giving one away. I can't wait to do a small giveaway with that. Don't know how we're going to do it yet, but stay tuned. We will let you know. Also, just want to give a huge shout out to the folks at Briq's and Minifigs in Wheaton. Y'all were great. Y'all held on to it just like you told me you would. Y'all were true to your word, and I appreciate that, so thank you. Huge shout out to the people at Briq's and Minifigs of Wheaton. But we're almost to the mall, almost to the new Lego store, so we'll check back in a second. Our next spot, and possibly our final stop for this scavenger hunt, is the Woodfield Mall in Schaumburg, Illinois, an outskirt of Chicago. Now, for those that you don't know, this mall does look kind of iffy from the outside. There wasn't a ton of cars in the parking lot, and maybe it was because I was on the wrong entrance side, but this is actually one of the most popular tourist attractions in Illinois, the state of Illinois. This mall has been very highly talked about by a number of people. And as we went through, initially I thought, I don't see it. I've seen way better malls than this, not just in Nashville, but in many other areas. And so let's go check out the map, and there we go. There's the Lego store. We see that the Lego store is open. We just gotta go up the escalator, and then it's a couple feet from there. Also, they had this really cool train driving around. Thought that was pretty fun. And then once I got up to the second level, I really saw what this mall was all about. It was multiple levels. Even the second floor went vertically into a third floor, which I thought was really cool. They had all these interconnecting sections and walkways that you could look over and look down on the food court and other places. Look at this view. I mean, this is a pretty cool mall. There's a mini escalator, a larger escalator, many levels, and then finally I was able to see the Lego store. I was actually wandering around it. I might have even walked by it before actually realizing where it was. But let's go on in and check it out. And first thing you'll see is they have the Ninjago city set laid out there. And over here they have the Batman setup as well as the new Disney castle. And I gotta say, this Lego store looked extremely narrow and small, but when I walked in, the first thing I saw was this Lego minifigure dressed in the shark suit, and that was super cool. So then I just wanted to check out and see what kind of sets they had to see if they were any different from the Lego store in Nashville at Opry Mills. And overall, I would say they were pretty much identical. Here we have the Hocus Pocus set built, and man, I can't wait to build that, and I can't wait to show you guys what that looks like and the final build out of that. But as we continue to look, you know, they had some really cool sets, nothing too different, but their Pick-a-Brick wall was vastly different than anything I've seen before. And I know they just recently changed these out, but they had a ton of different options that I wasn't used to. So I literally spent probably 40 minutes going through each Pick-a-Brick section
to see what I could get, how it could affect my city, and add some details to it. I told myself I was only going to get one Pick-a-Brick cup. Yes, they had just the cups. They didn't have the actual boxes that I've heard they're going to be incorporating soon. But I figured I was just going to use one Pick-a-Brick cup and go piece by piece and get what I needed. They had snot bricks. They had 2x2s that you could use for Mills plates. They had all kinds of cool things. They had the gates that you could add to a park. They had a bunch of different pieces to create a car. So I thought that was cool, but I'm not really interested in that. More or less, I found some tan plates that I figured I could use for some sort of ground terrain. They had a bunch of different things and a bunch of great things. Snot brick, 2x8s, 2x6s, 3x3s. So I figured, why not grab a handful? I ended up getting 3 full containers. And as I was walking out, I figured I would see the back side of the Disney Castle. And it was pretty cool. But I think my time here is done. Very cool store. And we're gonna head on out.
So I didn't get a Lego bag, but I did get 3 Pick-a-Brick cups. Overall, I thought that Lego store, for being as small as it was, very, very nice. Pick-a-Brick wall was pretty good, and even though I didn't get any larger sets because I'm waiting for the next couple of weeks to roll out, I was very impressed with it. The mall was super cool. It was 3 levels, so overall, great trip. Super glad I got to snag some Pick-a-Bricks so I don't have to wait months to continue creating my city. This will add a new dynamic to my city as well, so looking forward to that. But for now, we got to figure out where to go from here. All right, so my big issue now is, do I go back to my hotel, which is about an hour drive with traffic, or do I continue to go north to other Lego stores? Unfortunately, I think for today, this is gonna be it. So don't really feel like driving. Got to get up early for work tomorrow, and then we got a long drive home. So overall, over the last 2 days, we've gone to Super Target, which was pretty picked over, but ultimately did have some good deals while they had that stuff in stock, but they didn't have it in stock. Then we went to Briq's and minifigs in Wheaton, which we did twice. We did yesterday and today, and we got to see some really cool sets and ultimately get those Batman poly bags that I've been desperately wanting. Sorry, it's getting really, really hot in here. And then from there, we got to go to this awesome mall, which I wish my family was here. They could experience that, because that mall was awesome. And that Lego store, it started off looking very narrow and small, but the deeper I got into it, the better it got. And like I said, that Pick-a-Brick wall was pretty nice. I got a lot of pieces that I can add to my city right away for details, and then I got some stuff for future. And on top of that, we got 3 full Pick-a-Brick. So I'm very happy about that. Now, they didn't have everything I wanted on the Pick-a-Brick wall, so we're still gonna have to do some shopping around, whether it's online or at another Lego store, possibly tomorrow. I'm not sure yet, but we did get a lot of good stuff. So overall, I'm very happy about this scavenger hunt. It was in a new city, so things are a little difficult when you're in a new city, especially a large city like this. So very, very happy with it. Hope you enjoyed. As I said a little bit earlier, we are going to give away one of those Batman poly bags. Maybe we'll give away 2. I don't know. I didn't tell you how many we got, but we got more than 1. Definitely got more than 2. Maybe we got more than 2. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the scavenger hunts. As always, thank you for watching. Stay creative, and we'll see y'all next time. Have a good one, everyone.